coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start with the option. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Jackson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that?
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball, How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Real quick. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They go play action now. Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine, and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 19 yards away.
And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd and 7, Allen.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Allen now on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Donald Parham, 37 yards. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Crossing route complete to Ross. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The slot man in motion right.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
Touchdown!
Raheem Mostert.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right. With his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's complete to Cooks. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And again, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Six yards left on 2nd down. That's taken in by Duvernay.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's got his man. It's Andrews.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson.
Open man downfield. It's Ross. He's got him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Texans 7. Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw again on second down. Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Texans get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Allen from the gun on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. 32-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen throwing the out route and complete. It's Bryant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Regular.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 38 yards.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to do...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Allen. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 35 on second down, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he
will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal.
Now Jackson. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up fourth down, 4th and goal. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. He gets it to Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. They'll run here with Pierce. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second down at 4. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Right back to Dobbins on first. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching that, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full of milk before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get my go. If I touch it,